rundown for the week in which I will share with you my ideas about the topic for the week, give you a brief spiritual thought, point out the important things I think we have on the agenda for the week. So here I'm beginning in the intro lesson lowdown, which is where I will post this screencast. Again, embed the video code here. That's where you'll find it. And let's see, orientation, you'll have some reading for the week. Start here. Pretty important place to start. If you update your student profile, you'll get some extra credit. So don't forget to do that and watch this little video and take care of that. Now, let's see, in my intro lesson lowdown, on this my notes page, you'll notice I have some things here that you can read. I'm not going to read them to you because I trust that you can do that. And I'm also posting my ideas here about the power and influence by persuasion. I'll be posting weekly I'm a Mormon highlights. Now, you can read through my, intentions for doing this, which are basically that the Mormon Messages PR campaign is an inspired, is a bit of inspired rhetoric. It's a way of communicating and persuading others that, Mormons are pretty cool people. We're pretty normal, and that people don't need to be afraid of us. So I'll be posting a couple of these each week. You can read my full manifesto, as it were, here. But for my thought for this week, I wanted to share with you. If you click on this link, you'll find this as well. But I wanted to share with you some of the thoughts that Christ gave to Joseph Smith when he was in Liberty Jail. Now, this is found in Doctrine and Covenants section 121 near the end. After Christ has said, you're not forgotten, you're okay. After Joseph Smith has just pled with him, but Christ comes and he says, you're okay. Everything will be all right, and he gives him a rundown on the power in the priesthood, of finding power in the priesthood and using that power and influence to persuade others. Now in verses 41 through 44, so what he says, no power or influence can or ought to be maintained by virtue of the priesthood. I'm going to change this up a little here. No power or influence can or ought to be maintained by virtue of the acts of language, only by persuasion, by long-suffering, by gentleness and meekness, and by love unfeigned, by kindness and pure knowledge, which shall greatly enlarge the soul, without hypocrisy and without guile. Now here I'm going to hit on this note again. There are power in words. There's power in language. And we can have power and influence over others. We can persuade them to do good by long-suffering, by gentleness and meekness. All of these things, not only can they be applied to gaining power in the priesthood, but gaining power in our language. So just think about that as we go throughout the week and throughout the semester. Now don't forget here to introduce yourself in the discussion board. I've left you a little note here. Everything you need to know about me and maybe a little too much more. And don't forget to sign up to lead a discussion and take your self-assessment. I have students every semester who forget to take their self-assessments. Now, don't neglect that. It's an important part of your grade. And if you'd like to have some further study, click on this. You can read this, which we'll also be reading for next week. So if you want to get a jump on lesson 1, you can read this week, or you can wait until next week. You'll read it either way. Anyway, that's my intro lesson lowdown. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. My inbox is always open.